Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. You and I are not very different from this flower. Just like this flower is unique, you are unique. All of us have something special that makes us as beautiful as this. Do you know what makes you special? Now the answer to that can be a little difficult to find because sometimes you let the mediocre society we live in today get to you. You let their judgmental gazes make you feel insecure and you start to doubt yourself. You see, life has a cruel way of picking out our petals, breaking us into two, and throwing us into the trash. And when you're broken, it's very difficult to feel special. Now it all starts with perfection, the conditioned state or quality of being free from all flaws or defects. I think the actual definition should be a 10-letter word describing something that doesn't even exist. I mean, have you always seen the same type of birds everywhere? No, right? Few have long beaks, while few have small ones. Few have weird colors, while few have really beautiful ones. But somehow, they are all unique and beautiful in their own way. Then why is it that when it comes to people, we don't seem to see that we are all beautiful in all of our expressions? We dissect ourselves into pieces, thinking that perfection is something we can achieve, which leads us in failing to embrace our own selves. You see, we all come into this world in a body. People with physical and neurological difficulties, environmentally impacted communities, boys, girls, black, white, you or me. We all want what everyone wants, to dream and to achieve. But sometimes society tells us and we tell ourselves that we don't fit the mold. But don't let these differences define you. Instead, use the negativity to light your fire and keep going. Use it to embrace your uniqueness, your flaws, your mistakes. Salvador Dali said it best. Don't be one of the millions. Try to be one in a million. But I want you to remember something and remember it well. Maybe your thoughts belong to you, but you as a whole belong to Allah. Maybe you cannot find a reason to love and embrace yourself, but He claimed to love you before you were even born. So why do you run around hurting and putting yourself down? Why is it that you and I can't look in the mirror and like what we see? Fashion didn't create you. Western standards of beauty didn't create you. The mediocre thinking of your society didn't create you. Allah created you, and He does not make mistakes. The other day, I found out about a Japanese tradition called kintsugi. What they do is if an object breaks, they fill the cracks with pure gold to remind you and I that broken can be beautiful. And what I personally believe is that when everything is going smoothly in our lives, Allah puts struggles and tests to break us in order to get closer to Him. These struggles make the healing process all the more special and more beautiful. And that's why Allah says He won't give us Jannah easily. No, He's going to break us apart in order to get us something beautiful. And Jannah is beautiful. And that's why I love breaking. I love breaking because I break so safely in His hands, and I'd never have it in any other way because He fixes me. He puts me back together so perfectly and more beautifully each time. Remember how I told you life has a cruel way of breaking us apart? Well, it's not just life, but we break ourselves carrying the weight of this dunya. How naive of our souls to burden it so heavily when all this while, all you had to do was to look into your deepest, darkest, insecure, and most broken parts of your life to find Allah there, always healing you. And when you finally reach out, down the trash can, embracing all your flaws and mistakes, you'll find yourself completely whole again. So let's celebrate our imperfections that make us special. Because no matter how broken we are, you and I are a unique creation of Allah. And He does not create anything less than beautiful. Jazakallah khairan.